So to do this the best way, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off of the statistics from EU Masters, because EU Masters is the only tournament I think that was played on 1519. Is there anything else played on 1519? No. Let's see. Wait. 1519 is no. Yeah. 1519 is only EU Masters. So everything that has been done at EU Masters is the only statistics we have to go off of from the patch before the World's patch. Therefore, this statistics should be kind of good indicator, and alongside the patch notes, perhaps give us a clue of what could be the case at Worlds 2025. So, basically, what I'm thinking is, for example here, which champion will be picked the most? We can have a look at the champions that are being played the most at EU Masters, then check which ones were nerfed at the World's patch, and see which one is very prevalent, but not nerfed. For example, Wukong Orianna are the highest picked champions in EU Masters, but Wukong Orianna are getting nerfed in patch 2520. So I think those are bad options. But for example, Kai'Sa, who is the third most picked champion on the patch, previous patch, sorry, is being untouched. And therefore, I have a feeling Kai'Sa is not a bad bet. I think Kai'Sa is not a bad bet for most played champion in the tournament. Also, it is quite uncommon to ban AD carries in general. Most of the time, first 3, you're gonna throw bans at OP champions and let's say a mid lane champion, not really supports, not really AD carries, bunch of junglers for sure are probably gonna be banned. Like with Wukong getting nerfed and Jarvan being like really far up, I would imagine Jarvan as like a very banned champion, because maybe now Jarvan is just one tier above everything else. Before, on the EU Masters patch, Wukong and Jarvan were traded 24/7, but with Wukong getting nerfed and Jarvan not getting nerfed, it could be that Jarvan is like by far the best, and it's quite common, I think, then he will be getting banned. We can also do this. For example, here you have 64 most banned champion on the EU Masters patch, which is the patch before the Worlds patch, just to clarify once again. He is the most banned champion, and he's getting adjusted. The adjustment for Azir is the following. Less AP ratio early, more AP ratio later on W. Takes longer time early, same later for the stacking or like putting the soldier out. And I guess this is some different kind of scaling, like more linear scaling, I guess, is what they're looking for here. And then a little bit more damage on E. So is this a buff? Is this a nerf? Buff, I guess. 70% instead of 60. Like this one should be pretty big. Rank 5 W. Same CD, but higher AP ratio. I feel like this is just a buff, no? Straight up being buffed, Azir. And he's already the most banned champion. So it could be that Azir gets perma-banned, you know? Especially with Orianna getting nerfed as well, which was the other strong mid on the patch. It could be that Azir or Jarvan get perma-banned this tournament. But I think for most picked, I'm gonna go for Kai'Sa. Because AD carry is very uncommon to get banned, I feel like. And if you're judging from the EU Masters patch, she is third most played. I expect Wukong to drop. I expect Orianna to drop. Sinzao, Jarvan are good options, but it could also be bans. Like I think Jarvan ban is quite reasonable for many team. So Sin is not a bad option, perhaps, if the, how would you say, Wukong gets nerfed, Jarvan is the strongest jungler, but he gets banned. Then what is next? Next is actually Sin, right? So it could be Sin as well here. I don't think Sin would be a bad guess here either. For most banned champion, I think I'm gonna go Azir. There's also a lot of good Azir, right, at the tournament. So I feel like if he's most banned in EU Masters and then he also gets buffed, unless I'm mistaken, this is a buff, no? Higher AP ratio at rank 5. And this is just this kind of scaling versus this kind of scaling, right? It's the linear scaling. Do you understand what I mean? Like this is just straight up a buff, right? For Azir, nothing else. So if it is the most banned champion in my tournament, I feel like it's very likely that it stays. Unless I'm mistaken, this is just a buff, right? I think so. All right, so most picked Kai'Sa, most banned Azir. I don't think this is crazy by any means. Alternatively, for most picked could be like Sin. Supports will kind of spread. I think Rel, Alistar, Rakan all will have a lot of games, but AD carry is like a lot of Kai'Sa games probably. Probably some Yunara and probably some Saya, I'd imagine. But I think Kai'Sa will be like almost in every game, my feeling. So I'm going to stick with that. And Azir ban, I think not a bad shout. It's Azir or Jarvan for me for most banned. It's Azir or Jarvan, I think. Which champion will have the highest win rate? Minimum 5 games played. Ooh, this one is tough. That one is tough. Yeah, this one is really tough, I think. Because this is probably a champion that isn't played a lot. For example, if you check highest win rate on EU Masters, it's Nocturne with 3 game, Fiora with 1, Lilia with 3, Misfortune with 2, Ashe with 2, Camille 1, Aurelia 1, Lulu is 7 and 2, Sivir is 12 and 5, Trundle is 10 and 4. These are champions that are picked in very good situations, right? For example, highest win rate will never be a champion that's played a lot. Like Kai'Sa will never win this, no matter what, because she's going to be played too many games. And as you can see here, her win rate is 60%. It's not a bad win rate for 44 games, 27 and 17. But she's also going to lose a lot because it's perma-picked and perma-blinded in comparison to something like something like Lulu, who is only picked in good situation, right? Like I played it when it was bad for comp, but it was into Rakan, which is good matchup. Like most of the time it's just into a good matchup or in a scenario where you have a good team comp for it. So makes more sense to go for a champion that is played less, I would say. I just wonder what that is. What is a champion that is played way less but will be good every time it's played? Champion that is played way less but it's good every time it's played. This just has to be a counter pick. Some kind of hard counter pick to something, right? So highest win rate, like most reasonable guess off of EU Masters patch is probably Lulu. But is Lulu really the way? Like Yunara Lulu might pop up. I don't think teams will play like this. For sure there's going to be some Lulu, but I don't know if this is going to be as common at Worlds as it is in EU Masters. Because teams in EU Masters are choosing the scaling route more often than not. I don't think this will be the case so much for Worlds. So I don't think Lulu is a good guess, even though it looks like the best guess off of the EU Masters statistics. So what got buffed on this patch? Anivia, Katarina, Malphite, Pantheon, Veigar. Then we had adjustment to Azir, which was a buff. Camille, Fizz, Graves, Wukong. What about Camille? Camille got less armor growth, lower cooldown early game on W, more damage on W. Highest win rate. For example, it could be Rek'Sai top, you know. Let's check. Let's check LCK. Which one is like the playoffs? Season playoffs? No, we do it like this. Like the end of LCK. End of LCK. Here? Jarvan was 8 and 1. Wait, Jarvan could be a good shout, right? Because Jarvan will be left open a few games. Wait, Jarvan could be a good shout, actually. Because think about it, right? Jarvan, in my opinion, is going to be very much bad. Actually, Azir could be a good shout as well. Because it's only 5 games. And these are probably champions that are really OP on the patch. And some teams will be crazy enough to think I can be the one to beat them. Actually, it's Jarvan or Azir, I think. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. Those kind of go hand in hand, yeah. So it's a champion that's so strong that it's perma-banned other than a few games. Yeah, I like it, I like it. So it's Azir or Jarvan? What do we think? Like low-key, this could be Azir. Right? Azir could be banned every game other than 5 games. Or Jarvan, same. Wait, this could be Azir or Jarvan. I don't think that's a bad way to do it. Is this just Jarvan or Azir, actually? Yeah, I like this way of doing it. Like, we could have Jarvan, most banned, and Azir, highest win rate, in theory. Isn't Azir free win for so many teams? I feel like Azir is more free win than Jarvan is. Like, are both of these just Azir? Does he actually get 5 games this tournament? Oh, I have no idea. What do we think, chat? What do we think, chat? This is not a bad way of looking at it, right? Usually the champions that are banned the most are the champions that are the strongest and probably highest win rate. Like, Azir is not going to have that many games probably if he's perma-banned, but he might have 5, you know? He might have 5 games and go 5-0, for example. It's possible. I just wonder if he gets 5 games. Do you think Azir gets 5 games this tournament? Like, low-key, I'm feeling this. Low-key, I'm feeling this. I think this could be Jarvan, though. Low-key, I'm feeling Azir here over Jarvan, because I think if Azir gets left open, it might be free win. More so than Jarvan. But I wonder if this is just Jarvan. Maybe this is just Jarvan. Azir or Jarvan on that one, not sure. Which champion will have the lowest win rate? Minimum 5 games played. Well, if you judge from the EU Masters patch, Corki has a really bad win rate, Nico has a really bad win rate, but I think the Nico players at my level of play or at the EU Masters level of play are way worse than the ones that will be playing at Worlds, so I don't think Nico is a good shout for this. Maokai, I feel like they're gonna play better as well around than they do at our level. I think Corki could be a good shout because he's like perma-played but sort of weak. Just not sure if people are gonna pick him as much, but this is a champion with 30% win rate, 32 game, you know, in our tournament. I know Nautilus had pretty bad one as well. Sejuani is 2-9. EU Masters, 18% win rate. Gwen, Thresh, Nico. I don't think it's Nico. I think the Nico players at Worlds are way better than the ones at EU Masters. Could it be Maokai or Sejuani? Low-key? It could be Maokai or Sejuani. Nothing got buffed or nerfed, right? Or is this... How nerfed did Wukong get? Could it be that teams still play Wukong and perma lose every game? Is this possible? So... Quite heavy nerf on E. 40 damage, level 5. Bonus 80 on Q. W cooldown up by 2 seconds every level. And clone damage down by 5% every level. He's super nerfed, no, Wukong? Nah, they're not gonna play Wukong that much. No, I don't think so. Teams must realize he's not good on this patch then. I don't think it's Nico. I do think it could be Maokai or Sejuani though. It could, for example, be Maokai. But Maokai is like relatively easy to play, right? Might get a few wins just from team fighting. Is Corki good for this? I'm not sure. Lowest win rate. This is also probably gonna be a champion that isn't played that much. Azir, for ban reasons, isn't gonna be played that much, I think. Therefore might have high win rate. But this is probably a champion that is just not picked or banned that much, but played a few times. Maybe people go into the tournament thinking this champion is actually good when it's not, or it's just something that gets too hard counterpick that's actually good but just can't play a certain matchup. Something like this, you know. If you judge from EU Masters patch, we have Casio 04. Is this a good shout, actually? Rise is gonna be pretty prevalent, right? Because I feel, for example, whenever I see Casio into Rise at EU Masters, Casio 04, right? Ryze is just a better champion. So people think it's a counter pick, but Ryze is just a better champion. Could it be the same at Worlds where Ryze is sort of permaplayed, and in the beginning of the tournament everyone's thinking Cassio is good into Ryze, but it turns out that Ryze is just too OP and people stop playing Cassio after a while? Because it's 4 game EU Masters, 4 lose. Viego 0-3. Mel is 0-4. I don't think people will really play Mel though. Low-key Cassio could be a good shout, by the way. Because if Orianna is nerfed and Azir is banned a lot, next mid is Ryze, right? People are gonna pick Ryze. And they're gonna try to counter the Ryze with Cassio. And they're gonna fail at the beginning of the tournament. And then people are gonna realize it's just a bad champion. And they're gonna leave. Then they're gonna leave it at these kind of numbers. Maybe Cassio is a good shout, actually. Low-key going Cassio here, by the way. I'm low-key going Cassio here. Yeah, let's do Cassio. People are gonna try this, I think, and fail. There are some really good Cassio players, though. So maybe they sneak a win here or there. But I have a feeling this could be good. It's 0-4 EU Masters patch, you know? What are people playing Sigs into? Oh, it's mid lane Sigs. I thought it was bot lane 6. What are people playing Cillian into? It's support Cillian. What the fuck? I thought it was mid Cillian, but it's support Cillian. And Mel I don't see. I don't see the Mel. I don't think people will play Mel. I see the Cassio. This has potential, yeah, let's do that. Which champion will have the most kills? I think most picked champion makes sense, right? Kai'Sa? I just stick with my beginning feeling, you know? Or is this Jarvan? I'm not sure. Maybe I change this one back later. Okay. Which pro will have the highest KDA? Highest KDA? Chovy. Chovy, maybe? Ruler or Chovy? Wait, let me check. LCK season playoffs. Players, LCK season playoffs. KDA. Viper, 10.2. Season playoffs is the last thing they played, right? Yeah. Right. Chovy actually had a bit less, but you have to keep in mind Chovy and Ruler played 17 games instead of 10, right? And Viper is not a bad guess, I think. Highest KDA is probably a player that doesn't go all the way as well, you know? It's probably a player that... What is minimum game? It doesn't actually say, right? Which pro will have the highest KDA? It's probably a player that plays for a while, but not too much, right? It has to be on a good team, but probably not the winning team, because the winning team plays too many games. So it's probably a player that plays like up until quarters or semis. It's unlikely to be a player that plays in the final, I think. Honestly, Viper, not a bad guess. Low-key. Yeah, low-key Viper, not bad guess. Because in theory, right, if let's say Gen.G win Worlds, I'm not sure if one of their players have the highest KDA, because I think they play too many games. That's my feeling. One sec, I'm just going to check my Discord. Sorry, almost done. Yeah. I don't think Viper is a bad guess. He always plays good. And I'm not sure his team will win Worlds. But they might go far. It's not a bad shout, I think. Viper. Which pro will play the most different champions? This, however, is someone that plays and wins, right? Like this could be Chovy. Chovy play a lot of champ, right? Let's check them like this. We go ruler, and we go to GNG, and we go summer, and then we check how many champions I've played. Mid and AD play many champ. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16 different champions, mid and AD. Let's check T1. T1. And we click summer. Less, yeah. Support play many. 5, 10, 15, 16 as well on support. Could be carry, you know. And 16 as well on Doran. Let's check Hanwha Life summer. A little bit less. Let's check Tess. Top esports. Summer. AD carry play a lot. 5, 10, 15, 16, 15. Ruler or Chovy? Maybe we do Chovy. Which pro will get at least one pentakill? Ruler. Actually, I think ruler. Maybe a good guess. I feel like he always makes the most of every team fight. So maybe one team fight he gets pentakill this tournament. Not unlikely, I think. Which pro will get the most first bloods? We kind of need to check aggression, I guess, on the teams. Like top esports, for example, in summer. Where does this say? First blood, 50% of the game. Let's check Billy. How do I spell this? BLG will not work, right? How do I spell it? Okay, I found it. 53% GNG. Oh my god, this is so hard. 55% T1. 54%. Hanwha Life. 48. Anyone's legend. Anyone. 42%. Which pro will get the most first bloods? Should we go through Gen G for this maybe? Gen G. Let's go through Gen G for this and check their players. Keen has 14%. Canyon has 40. Mid 20. 80, 30. And support 37. So if there's anyone in Gen G, it's Canyon. Let's check. We do top esports. Let's do top esports. We do player by player. 369. Oh, it doesn't say right on the Chinese teams. Yeah, it doesn't say on the Chinese teams. Then I have no reason to keep checking them, I guess. T1. Let's check all their players. Doran has 20%, Owner has 40%, 20% mid, 20% AD, 35% support. Let's check Hanwha. They had very low first blood in general. I don't think it's gonna be a Hanwha player. We could just go Canyon. Why not, I guess. Doesn't hurt to go Canyon here. We go back here. Where am I? Here. Let's go Canyon. Canyon. Which pro will get the most kills in a single game? This sounds like a ruler thing. just on the top of my head, this sounds like a ruler thing. I think I can just check this, no? LCK. Am I blind? Yeah, I'm blind. Oh, I need to do like tournaments and then do it, right? And I'll get the info. Now it should say like highest top multi-kill. Owner had a pentakill. It should say highest kill somewhere. Not top KD was Viper. Most kills in the game was Owner with 14 actually. Then it was ruler. But Pantheon was nerfed and then buffed again. To be fair, Pantheon could be prevalent on this patch. Like we might see Pantheon. Small buff back after the big nerf that was. Maybe we can check tournaments. Because a Chinese team... This might be a Chinese player, actually. Let me check. LPL regional finals. No, this is just... We want the playoffs. LPL playoffs. Where? Here. Grand finals? Number of games, 73. Okay. Kanavi had 15 kill. Light had 15. Pace 14. Neither of which are competing. Knight had 12. This could be a Chinese player, you know. This could be Jackalov, low-key. Low-key could be Jackalov, this one. But I think Ruler is not a bad guess. Which team will kill the most Elder Dragons? Oh, this is so hard. This is so hard. Kill the most Elder Drakes. Who goes late no matter what? Who goes late no matter what? Now we need to check the game times of all the teams. I should just leave all the team names open, no? I need to do like Top Esports, Bilibili, and we need Anyone's Legend as well open. I should just leave them all open, I think. We do one more tab. We do T1. And I guess the fastest way to do this is to find them through here. We do Genji and we do H-Lee. Summer. Statistics. Summer. And summer. Average game duration, 31 minutes. 32 minute Top Esports, 33 minute Bilibili, T1 31, Genji 32, and Hanwha Life 33. I was thinking Hanwha Life was a good guess. I feel like they always go late, and they also have the highest average game time. But that was my feeling before I checked everything, that Hanwha here might be good. I feel like they always go late. I feel like they always go late, no matter what. Might be wrong though. These are so tricky, low-key. So tricky, these ones. T1 will, in theory, though, play the most games out of anyone because they have the best of 5 before. Like, if you think about it, actually, T1 might win this one because they play more games than anyone. They might get this one because they play more games than anyone. They might get this one because they play more games than anyone. Like, in theory, they play 5 more games than anyone else potentially will, right? At the tournament. If let's say, T1 makes it all the way to the final and they play the best of 5 before, this could be Owner. This could be, let's say, this is Faker. And this is T1, you know? Because they might play the most games out of anyone at the tournament. I could be wrong with all of this. Which team will have the most Baron steals? Easy. That one easy. Which team will win the shortest game duration? I feel like Genji is gonna just... Actually, who had the shortest one? T1 actually. Actually, it's T1. This one is T1, by the way. This one is T1 as well. Shortest game time, T1. Which team will get the most kills? Like here it's, you know... Can I see like average kill per game? Does this exist? Kills per game 16.9, 16.4, 15.9. It's a Chinese team. It's Billy. It's Billy. It's Billy. Which team will play the most unique champions? Largest champion pool. Like, it just depends how many games you play, right? Like T1 might play the most games. Let's check all their champion pools. Which one looked the biggest? Genji, T1, Bilibili, Top Esport, Anyone's Legend. I guess I'm just gonna go T1 here because they will play the most game. Like, I wonder if this should be. I just wonder if this should be owner. Actually, let's have some fucking faith, no? T1 first blood stats were not bad, were they? Yeah, 54.7. Let's have some faith, shall we? T1 are gonna make it a long way in this tournament. That's what I believe. They're gonna win their best of 5 against IG, and they're gonna make it a long way into this tournament. Therefore, they will play more games than anyone else. Therefore, they will have more chances to get more first bloods. I think this one with ruler is alright. This one with ruler is alright. This one low-key should change as well. Who plays the most different champs in T1? Carrier. This one is just Carrier, no? It's just Carrier. Hey, yo, Carrier! Highest KDA. Let's stick with Viper for that one. Which team will kill the most Elder Drakes? Is this just T1 then? Because they play... But they play pretty short games, right? 31-minute games. But they will play more games than anyone else, in my mind. In my mind, they play the most games. But Hanwha Life is a very slow team. Let's do Hanwha here. They're a very slow team, no? Maybe I'm wrong about this, but that's my hunch. That they play slower. And therefore the games are longer, and therefore more Elder Drakes. Like, I don't know if T1 will even have Elder Drakes in their games. Maybe they don't, actually. Which team will have the most Baron steals? Is there stats for this? Dragons per game, Boygrams per game. It doesn't actually say, right? Steals. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say. Who will steal the most... Steal the most Barons? I feel like this is someone that also plays a lot of games, right? I think this could be T1, low-key. Is T1 not really good at this? Like, is Carrier not the GOAT with Spellbook and Smite and all that? Let's do T1 on that one. Shortest game, also T1. Is it T1 or... Could it be a Chinese team, actually, on this one? Could be like Top Esports, you know? Nah, let's do T1. Let's have some faith. Like, this one should be T1 as well, you know? Because they will play more games. This should be T1. They're playing the most games out of anyone. Actually, it can't be Genji, no? It can't be Genji, because I think Genji are making it 3-0. Genji shouldn't, in theory, play that many games, right? Because my prediction is Genji 3-0, and then they have 3 best of 5. So there's no way they have the most kills at the tournament. There's no way they have the most unique champion, largest champion pool as a team, because they just play way less games. Way less games. Or is this Genji? Maybe. They might just smash someone fast. It's possible, no? Maybe we do it like this. Because all of these are, which team will kill the most? Which team will have the most? Which team will get the most? Which team will play the most? And in my mind, T1 are playing a best of 5. I don't think they're going to 3-0 to go through. And then they have 3 best of 5 on top of that. So in theory, they just play way more games than a lot of other teams. Therefore, more opportunities for Elder Drake, more opportunities for Baron steals, more opportunities to get kills, more opportunities to play champions. I think T1 is not a bad shout on all of these, low-key. Same for this one and same for this one. This one with Ruler feels alright, this one with Ruler feels alright, this one with Viper feels alright. Hard to say with this one, but I feel like Genji are maybe just that much better than a lot of other teams, so they might just smash someone in 20 minutes. I just wonder if they're crazy enough to push the lead that fast, you know? What was their average time? 32 minutes, and T1 was 31. I don't think it's Hanwha. Could be a Chinese team. We can do Genji there. Maybe they're just that much better. Okay, last one. How many pentakills will there be? Oh, this is impossible. However, the meta, AD carry meta, Yunara, Kai'Sa, Saya. Mid meta like Ryze. AD carries might get a little bit, no? Like, especially if Yunara, Lulu are meta, for example. One pentakill, 2 pentakills, 3+. I think there will at least be one. At least one. 3 or more. 3 or more feels safe, but it's also like really high level game. The chance of getting a pentakill is quite low and people will not play for it as well. Like 1 or 2 feels more reasonable. If you understand what I mean, I think 0, unlikely, because it can just happen randomly, you know, that someone gets a pentakill. But because it's Worlds, no one is going to play for it. Everyone's going to play to win the game. So no one is going to try to save kill or whatever. But I think 1 happening randomly, high chance. 2 happening randomly, hard to say. But 3 is also a lot. 3 pentakills at this tournament? I'm kind of feeling 2 on this one. 3 feels a lot, no? Can you check? Is it possible to get like crystal ball stats from 2024 Worlds? Is it possible to get like last year's stats? This is not really what I was looking for. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. My feeling, maybe 3 too many, you know? It's 1 or 2, I think. 1, I feel like it's gonna happen for sure. It's just does 1 more happen. Let's go with 2. Let's go with 2. I think 1 happens for sure, and then maybe the second one happens as well. Maybe. How many Baron steals will there be? Oh my god, this is so hard to guess. I mean, there is perhaps still Spellbook meta with Smite, so in theory it could be a lot, you know? In theory it could be a lot, you know? But 9 or more sounds crazy. A few, definitely. I think 6 to 8 already sounds like a lot, maybe. More than 2, I think. 3 to 5 sounds reasonable, right? It happens from time to time. 6 to 8 sounds like a lot. And 9+ sounds like way too much. So maybe 3 to 5. How many reverse sweeps will there be in the World's Knockout out of a total 7 best of 5s? 1 maybe? It happens, you know? It can happen. It's 0 or 1, I think. 2 feels like a lot again. I think 1 maybe. Maybe 1. 0 or 1? No, at least 1, I think. The question is, do we put 2 or 1? I think 3+, no way. 2 or 1? I think we go with 1. It's low chance of happening, but it can happen. How many unique champions will be picked? What? I mean, we have Fearless now, but... What? Wait. This one seems tricky. Let's check how many champions have been played at EU Masters. Do we count this? Like, actually count it? Okay, I guess we do. 5... 10. Oh my god, I'm gonna get dizzy from this. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Like about 110 have been played. Did I miscount this? Oh my god, it's so hard to count it. Maybe I should just mark it like this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh my god, I was at Nico. Nico and 17. Where's Nico? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Aatrox. Aatrox 24. Where's Aatrox? There. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40 on Ezreal. Let's scroll a bit. 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 50 on Lucian. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 60 on Yone. 65 LeBlanc. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 70 on Yasuo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 80 on Ashe. 81 Pantheon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 90 on Vel'Koz. 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on Seraphine. 100 Seraphine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 110 champions have been played at EU Masters so far. So it's probably some... The thing is, EU Masters have so many different teams with maybe different champion pools. I wonder if Worlds is going to be more meta, you know? But it's also best of 5 fearless, so people have to play different champs. Already, like in one best of 5, if it goes to 5 game, that's 50 unique champion in that series alone, right? If a best of 5 go to 5, it's 50 champions in that series alone. So I think we're definitely over 100. Definitely over 100 at this tournament. How many champions are there in the game? How many League of Legends champions are there? 171. 171 League of Legends champions. I'm low-key feeling 120 plus, by the way, but I don't know if this is crazy then. It just feels hard to hit 100 to 104, 105 to 109, 110 to 114, 115 to 119. All of these feel hard to hit, you know? I'm low-key just gonna fucking send the 120 here. Low-key. Low-key sending the 120 here. But it's also Worlds, so I think maybe I'm crazy then. Yeah, maybe it's too crazy. Maybe it's too crazy. Because Worlds, I think people are going to be more locked in on playing the meta and not going too crazy with it. Meanwhile, EU Masters, there's a lot of teams with a lot of different players that don't play the meta. So if it's 110 at EU Masters, maybe it won't be much more than that, you know? I think it's going to be at least 100 at Worlds. Like, let's say there's 2 best of 5s. Both of them go to 5 game. Of course, it will not be 1-to-1 champion. Like, the 50 unique champions in one best of 5 will not be exactly the same 50 unique champions in the next best of 5. Like let's say 10 or 20 champions differ. Then you have already 70 between those 2 series. I think we're at least talking 100, no? At least half of the... Yeah. Maybe 120 is too much. Is 120 too much? I think it's too much. So I just have to go for one of these numbers. Which one do we go for? At least 100, but how much more? How much more? Let's say plus 110. Should we go for this one? Plus 120, is that too much? Because this one is so hard to hit, you know? It's 110, 111, 112, 113, or 114. You have five digits to hit. Is this one not impossible to hit or what? I don't think it's this one. I think it could be this one, and these ones are just so risky, you know? How sad is it if you choose this one and it's 105, you know? Or if you choose this one and it's 110. Or you choose this one and it's 115. You see what I mean? But 120 is also only 50 champions left to not be played. Is it gonna be more than 50 champions not played? Probably, right? Let's just look at some champions that probably people won't play. Probably no one plays Darius. Maybe no one plays Mundo. Actually, Mundo could be played jungle. Maybe no Fioras. Maybe no Gangplanks, no Garens. No Heimerdingers, no Ilawis, no Aurelias. No Kales. I think we just send like 110 to 114. Fuck it. I think 120 maybe is a little bit too much. And just above 100 maybe too little. So I'm just going to go in between. Fuck it. This one is hard. Will Teemo be picked? No. What? No one will play Teemo, no? No way. No way there's a Teemo game. Free 100 points. Okay, just to summarize. I believe Kai'Sa is the most played champion on the patch. I think Jarvan is the most banned champion on the patch. Azir will be highest win rate. Cassio will be lowest win rate. And champion with high skills will be Kai'Sa. I feel good with all of these. It's if this one is Azir or not. But let's go with Jarvan, it's fine. Highest pro with KDA is Viper. Pro with different champ is Keria. Pro with the Pentakill is Ruler. Owner is the one with the most First Bloods. Most kills in the game is Ruler. Which team will kill the most Elder Drakes is T1. Same for Baron steals, same for kills, and same for unique champions played as a team, because they will, in my mind, play the most games. Shortest game duration I give Gen G, because they are maybe that good. They just finish in 20. It's possible. How many pentakills? I guess 2. I think 3 plus is too many. How many Baron steals? Definitely too many with 9. 6 to 8 sounds a lot. And 0.0 to 2 or 3 to 5 I feel is correct. I'm going to go for 3 to 5. How many reverse sweeps? I will choose 1. I think it's 0 or 1 on that one. Could be 2, but most likely 0 or 1. How many unique champions? This one is hard. This one's really hard. I'm going to go 110 to 114, but it's a 5-digit guess. This one is hard. Will Teemo be picked? No. Plus 100 points on that one. Great. And that's it, I think. That's it.